You don't need to announce your pain. You don't need to broadcast your struggle. The strongest moves are made in silence. The deepest healing happens in private. And the greatest comebacks, they don't start with applause. They start in rooms where no one's watching. Fix your problems without the noise. Let the results speak for you. The world wants you loud, wants you to rant, to react, to explain. But silence is where clarity lives. When you stay quiet, you give yourself space to breathe. You hear your own thoughts more clearly. You stop trying to convince the world and start convincing yourself that you are capable. You don't need validation for your process. You don't need sympathy for your pain. You need peace. And peace doesn't live in noise. Fix it in silence. Heal in silence. Because not everyone who listens actually cares. And not everyone who claps wants you to win. They saw you fall, but they don't deserve to see how you rise. Because some people didn't care when you were broken. They only come close when they smell success. So when it's time to rebuild, do it privately. Work on yourself when no one's watching. Grow when no one's cheering. Grind when no one's offering help. That's how you build something solid. That's how you become unshakable. Not by announcing every move, but by letting the results announce you. Let them wonder what you're up to. Let them guess how you stayed afloat. Let your silence make them uncomfortable, because your strength is no longer for show. You don't have to tell them your plans. You don't have to tell them your pain. Because when you're truly focused, locked into your vision, nothing outside you matters. No opinions, no validation, no applause, just purpose. You wake up and do the work. Not for attention, not for likes, not to be seen, but because there's a fire inside of you that refuses to die. You fall hard sometimes, but you get back up without making a sound. You bleed in silence. You doubt in silence. You cry in silence, but you don't stop. You show up for yourself. Even when you're tired, even when no one notices, even when your progress feels invisible. Because you know what you're building isn't for everyone to see right now. You're not decorating a storefront. You're laying a foundation, brick by brick, step by step. You're building something sacred, something real, something no one can take from you. That kind of growth isn't for display, it's for legacy. And when it's ready, when you've rebuilt yourself in the shadows, when the pain has been converted into power, you'll walk back into the room different, not louder, but stronger. Not with ego, but with presence. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove to yourself that you survived, that you evolved, that you won. Let them wonder where you went. Let them whisper about your silence. Because what you're about to reveal will silence every doubt. It'll break every lie. It'll end every fake relationship that couldn't survive your silence. Let the silence build your legacy. Let the discipline shape your identity. Let the quiet become your armor. Let the process become your power. And when it's all said and done, you won't have to say a single word. Your results will speak volumes. The higher you rise, the quieter you must become. Because the noise isn't your friend, it's your distraction. Stay low. Stay grounded. Don't let success make you loud. Don't let attention pull you off course. Fixing your life doesn't require attention, it requires discipline. Cut off the voices that drain you. Cut off the distractions that slow you down. Fix your routine. Fix your mindset. Fix your patterns in silence. You'll know you're growing. When peace becomes more important than attention. When progress matters more than praise. When you no longer need them to understand. The world respects the one who works in silence and shows up different. You don't have to brag. You don't have to prove them wrong. Let time do that for you. Fix your life in a way that even your enemies respect you. Not because you argued back, but because you kept building while they kept talking. Let them gossip. Let them assume. Let them misunderstand. Because by the time they realize who you've become, you'll already be too far ahead to care. You don't need to scream to be powerful. You don't need to fight to prove your worth. Just fix it. Fix your finances. Fix your emotions. Fix your faith. Fix your life without the noise. And when they finally see you again, they won't recognize the version of you that rose in silence. Because real power doesn't need a spotlight. Real power doesn't beg for recognition. Real power is built in silence and revealed in strength. So stay focused, stay low, stay dangerous, fix your problems in silence, and let success make all the noise. Thank you.